Happy Monday, everybody. My name is Brandon Rosa, and welcome to episode 192 of the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. Every Monday, this podcast covers new game releases, the previous week's gaming news, and we all learn an Xbox-related fun fact together. The show is on YouTube and podcast services around the world, so please subscribe in your favorite and leave a review. Xboxin10.com, no numbers, is your quick source for links to all of our podcast destinations, and social media profiles which you can follow at Xboxin10. To start, let's talk game releases. The big games out last week were Kingdom Rush, GoldenEye 007, and Hi-Fi Rush. The games coming out this week include Backfire Wall, Raiden 4 Cross Mikado Remix, We Were Here Forever, Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, Power Wash Simulator Tomb Raider Special Pack, SpongeBob SquarePants The Cosmic Shake, Inclinati, Rhythm Sprout, Metal Black S Tribute, Puzzle Bobble 2X Bust-A-Move 2 Arcade Edition, and Puzzle Bobble 3 Bust-A-Move 3S Tribute, Deliver Us Mars, The Pathless, Exit Man Deluxe, Fashion Police Squad, Heirs of the King, and Speedway Racing. Now to last week's biggest news stories, and we have 4 to cover this week. Number 1, and straight from Joe Scrubbles at Xbox Wire, Xbox and Bethesda Developer Direct showcases games coming to Xbox, PC, and Game Pass. It's going to be a big year for Xbox exclusives, and we showed that today at the Developer Direct Showcase, where Xbox and Bethesda development teams showcased extended gameplay and revealed key information for some of the brand new games coming to Xbox, PC, and Game Pass, including Forza Motorsport, Minecraft Legends, and Redfall, as well as the next chapter reveal for The Elder Scrolls Online. In addition, we surprised fans with the announcement and launch of an unexpected and new game from Tango Gameworks, Hi-Fi Rush, a rhythm action game that is now available through Game Pass on Xbox Series X and S and PC. Here's a summary of everything we announced during the Xbox and Bethesda Developer Direct. Minecraft Legends. Mojang Studios, in partnership with Blackbird Interactive, announced that the upcoming action strategy game Minecraft Legends will be released on Tuesday, April 18th. Within the story-driven campaign, players can explore a world filled with treasures and perils, reunite with familiar mobs, meet new mysterious characters, and strategize with allies in epic battles against the piglins. Minecraft Legends will also introduce a PvP mode, a first for the Minecraft series, where 2 teams of up to 4 players each work together to collect resources, build a base, and lay siege to their opposition's forces. Minecraft Legends will be released on Xbox Game Pass, PC Game Pass, Windows PC, Series X and S, Xbox One, PlayStation 5 and 4, Steam, and Nintendo Switch. Forza Motorsport. Turn10 Studios showcased how it's making Forza Motorsport look, sound, and feel real through its cars, tracks, and audio, all while delivering a generational leap in fidelity, immersion, and realism. Forza Motorsport is the most technically advanced and authentic racing game the team has ever made, built to take advantage of the Xbox Series X and S consoles. Forza Motorsport is coming to Series X and S and Windows PC this year, and will be available as part of Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass, including cloud gaming. It will feature an incredible new online racing mode and all-new car-building-focused single-player career. Hi-Fi Rush. Tango Gameworks surprised viewers with the announcement and launch of a never-before-seen game, Hi-Fi Rush. Unlike anything previously released by Tango Gameworks, Hi-Fi Rush is an over-the-top single-player rhythm action game in which the entire world moves to the beat. Players take on the role of Chai, a free-spirited slacker with rockstar ambitions whose music player is fused in his chest. Chai must defend himself through rhythmic combat featuring licensed tracks from iconic rock bands including Nine Inch Nails and the Black Keys, with the help of a motley crew of allies. Hi-Fi Rush is available now through Game Pass on Series X and S and PC. The Elder Scrolls Online Necrom. ZeniMax Online Studios revealed the key details ESO players have been waiting for about this year's massive chapter update. The Elder Scrolls Online Necrom, launching this June, will return players to the alien lands of Morrowind to adventure to its unexplored eastern regions. The chapter will also introduce fans' most requested feature, a new playable class, the Arcanist. The Arcanist will bring new abilities and mechanics and marks the 3rd new class introduced since the game launched. ZOS also announced starting today and for a limited time a free trial for ESO Plus, which will make all past chapters, including High Isle and past DLC, available to any player with the ESO base game, including those playing through Game Pass. You can find out much more about Necrom and ESO Global Reveal event, which followed immediately after the Developer Direct. The Elder Scrolls Online Necrom will launch on PC, Mac, as well as Xbox and PlayStation consoles this June. Redfall. Arcane Austin pulled back the cloak on Redfall with new extended gameplay showcasing the open world, the wicked vampires, including a sneak peek at the mighty vampire gods, player customization, psychic vampire nests, and much more. And the best part, Arcane's story-driven first-person shooter hits on May 2nd, bringing single and multiplayer vampire hunting to the bloody streets of Redfall, Massachusetts. Arcane also announced the game's vicious pre-order bonuses and the upgraded Bite Back Edition, which adds a hero pass for future additions to your vampire slaying roster, outfits, weapons, and more. Redfall will be available through Game Pass for Series X and S and PC. And looking ahead, as we previously announced, in order to dedicate the proper amount of time for a deep dive into Bethesda game studio Starfield, a standalone show is in the works. In addition to this, our teams are working hard and look forward to sharing even more of what is next to our fans when we return to Los Angeles for our yearly showcase this summer. Let's start by just saying that they knocked this developer direct out of the park. They set expectations. They said there was going to be 4 games. As soon as it started, they scratched out the 4, wrote 5, and it seemed like the leaks about Hi-Fi Rush were coming true. So let's talk top to bottom. Minecraft Legends. If you grew up with Minecraft, this seems like an awesome way to get into strategy games. I personally did not, but I'm still intrigued as it looks like it could be fun combat, so I will check it out because why not? It's in Game Pass. Forza Motorsport. Not much to say, I'm not a racing game guy, I just love that these games go in Game Pass so I can play 45 minutes to an hour, awe at how beautiful it looks, and then move on with my day. Hi-Fi Rush. I love the way this game looks, the art style, the animation. I've played about an hour and a half. I'm really enjoying my time with it. This was awesome to not only see this surprise, but the shadow drop at the same day. Flawless execution. Xbox deserves a lot of credit for this one. The Elder Scrolls Online Necrom, I don't have much to say. I'm not a big MMO person per se, and especially not in ESO. Redfall. I was mixed on the showing. I wanted to see more of the minute-to-minute gameplay. They just kept jumping around. They didn't have anything on the HUD. I still don't feel like I know exactly what I'm doing in this game. Maybe that's just me. I'm excited to play it with my friends, hopefully on May 2nd. Let's see if they hold that date. And obviously it's more exciting going forward is the next Starfield showcase and that they're coming back to E3 this summer. Let's go. Number 2. Phil Spencer acknowledges Xbox didn't release enough games last year. There has to be more. Andy Robinson at VGC writes, Microsoft's head of gaming has acknowledged Xbox disappointing 2022, stating that, quote, we need to have a steady release of great games, end quote, going forward. Release of Bethesda's much anticipated Starfield and Redfall meant that last year was relatively light in terms of first-party Xbox titles, with just 5 games having been published by Xbox Game Studios, and only one, Obsidian's Pentiment, was an all-new game developed internally. The others were indie developed as Dusk Falls, a Forza 5 expansion, an Age of Empires re-release, and Obsidian's Grounded, which had been in game preview for 2 years. Speaking in a new interview with IGN, Xbox boss Phil Spencer took the blame for last year's late release schedule, but said he felt good about the 12 months ahead, which should see a significant exclusives release for Xbox Game Pass on consoles and PC. Quote, our commitment is to our fans that we need to have a steady release of great games that people can play on our platform. We didn't do enough of that in 2022, there's no doubt. And fundamentally, that's on me. I'm the head of the business, end quote. He added, quote, the commitment we have to our customers to continue to deliver great games is something I take seriously. The teams take seriously, and 2022 was too light in games. We are excited about getting to roll in 2023. Having the developer direct, I felt really good about the games that we were showing, and also knowing that Starfield's a game that's going to highlight in its own show. And then just start off 2023 with good momentum. Like you said, I think we needed that, end quote. It's good to see Phil Spencer take accountability, as last year was pretty abysmal when you consider all of the studios they now have. I think we are on a great track to start 2023, especially with this surprise shadow drop of Hi-Fi Rush and how well it's being received. I'm excited for this year. Let's go, Big Phil. Number 3. GoldenEye 007 comes to Nintendo Switch Online and Xbox Game Pass this week. Ryan Dinsdale at IGN writes, N64 Classic GoldenEye 007 will arrive on Nintendo Switch Online's Expansion Pass and Xbox Game Pass on January 27th. Announced via Nintendo's YouTube channel and the Xbox Wire, the long-anticipated release date finally confirms when players can jump back into the role of James Bond, both in single-player and its beloved multiplayer. A series of leaks and rumors were finally confirmed by the two companies in September of last year, though GoldenEye 007 previously only had a coming-soon release window. Those looking to play the game on Switch will need both the Nintendo Switch Online and its expansion pass that adds the Nintendo 64 digital library, while Xbox users will be able to download it for no additional cost via Xbox Game Pass. The two versions of the game aren't identical, however, as only the Switch version will include online multiplayer, the first time this feature has been officially available for the 26-year-old game. The Xbox version will be a remastered edition that includes new control options, achievements, 16:9 resolution, up to 4K Ultra HD resolution. I had to put this in there. GoldenEye 007. This is the game when I was a kid that I either played 1,000 hours, or maybe it was just like 100, but I remember playing it almost every day with my cousins, my friends, my family. I even have a great story of waking up in the middle of the night and my dad was sitting next to my bed on the floor playing this game at about 2 in the morning. Needless to say, this is a nostalgia trip for me. I've jumped in and played about an hour. It still looks like you think it looks. It still feels like you think it feels. The controller options are obviously incredible because you cannot go back and play that original version. Don't even play it on Switch. But the soundtrack, the sounds, the pause menu, pure nostalgia fire. Can't wait to play more. And number 4, Microsoft says Xbox monthly active users hit a record 120 million. Tom Ivan at VGC writes, during Microsoft's second quarter earnings call on Tuesday, CEO Satya Nadella also claimed Xbox saw new highs for Xbox Game Pass during the quarter. Quote, in gaming, we continue to pursue our ambition to give players more choice to play great games wherever, whenever, and however they want, end quote, he said. Quote, we saw new highs for Xbox Game Pass subscriptions, game streaming hours, and monthly active devices. And monthly active users surpassed a record 120 million during the quarter. We continue to invest to add value to Game Pass, and quote, Nadella continued, quote, this quarter we partnered with Riot Games to make the company's PC and mobile games along with premium content available to subscribers. And finally, we are energized by the upcoming line of AAA launches, including exciting new titles from ZeniMax and Xbox Game Studios, and we'll be sharing details and gameplay at our showcase tomorrow, end quote. Microsoft announced earlier on Tuesday that gaming revenue generated by its Xbox division during the last 3 months ended in December 2022 declined by 13% year over year. Let's give them a shout out. While revenue is down in a very hard year for the economy and everyone, record monthly active users are up, Game Pass users are up, the Xbox community is thriving, and we got great games coming soon. As always, we end our show with a fun fact about Xbox, and let's talk about GoldenEye and how big the file size is for this game on your modern Xbox Series X and S console. I thought this one was funny. Credit to Tom Warren at The Verge. So GoldenEye 007 is smaller than a lot of iOS apps. The Nintendo 64 game from 1997 is smaller than Google's Gmail iOS app. GoldenEye 007 just arrived on Xbox and it's only 310 megabytes for the full game. That's less than the 378 megabyte that Gmail takes up on iOS, or Google Home at 345 megabytes, Amazon Alexa 375, and PayPal 368. But the entire Shrek movie can fit into a 22 megabyte GIF, and original N64 cartridges were up to 64 megabytes. So maybe GoldenEye needs a trim. Thank you all for listening to the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. If you like the show, please subscribe on your favorite podcast service, share it with your friends, leave a review, and follow on all social media at Xbox in 10. This past week, I completed Cyberpunk 2077. I really did mainline the game, so there's a couple of side quests I wanted to go back and finish. Overall, I enjoyed my time with the game. I think it's flawed in a lot of ways. In my head, I'm putting it around a 7 out of 10, but I am happy I played it. I'm excited to see what they do next with Phantom Liberty and what their next game is when it's not The Witcher, because The Witcher just doesn't do anything for me. Like I mentioned earlier, I played about an hour and a half of both GoldenEye 007 and Hi-Fi Rush. I expect those to be my 2 games I continue to play going forward right now until we get Hogwarts Legacy coming in hot. Cannot wait. My name is Brandon Rose. You can follow me on Xbox at Brosa93. Hope you all have a great week. Stay safe and keep on gaming.